Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back to some more The Hundredline, Last Defense Academy. Where last time, the boss with the big laser cannon and the worm boss came at the same time and then merged, fused into one. And then we killed them in one turn.
Yep.
Because Takumi is broken. He's absorbed so much Ado that he is a god of death now.
This is what Ito gives you.
Okay. And then he went to bed after saying he wasn't hungry for the food there. Which makes me worried that wants something else. Who knows? And then there's stuff about, yeah, vampires, what I was thinking. I slowly opened my eyes, unsure if I was in reality or a dream. Also, since we blew it up with a bomb, he didn't get a kill, so... Oh well. What time is it? I rubbed my eyes, got up, and checked the clock. To my surprise, it was already late at night. No way, how long was I asleep? My head hurt violently, maybe from oversleeping. I took some supplements and crawled back into bed. I feel like I could sleep forever. Dude literally did not eat yesterday, and then he wakes up in the middle of the night of the next day, and he's still just gonna sleep.
Yeah.
I feel like I could sleep forever. I couldn't bring myself to move, and as I curled up in the blanket, I grew sleepy once again. I should be training or strategizing or doing anything other than this. Exhaustion won out. I couldn't find the will to do anything. In the end, I didn't leave my room at all and fell back into a deep sleep. And so, day 16 at Last Defense Academy passed without anything happening at all, I think.
You think?
They probably had a huge, great party, or everybody's dead. Or both. A sudden forceful impact connected with the back of my head. What's going on? My head ached so badly I thought it would split in two. I realized I wasn't in bed. I'd fallen on the cold, hard ground.
What happened?
I gritted my teeth through the pain and opened my eyes. The blurry sight before me was clearly not my room. Is this the biolab? It had that distinct medical smell and the familiar lights used for surgery. I was sure. But what the hell am I doing here? I was sleeping in my room. Gripping my throbbing head, I slowly got up. To figure out what happened. Just then, I sensed someone by the operating table. I strained my eyes and saw...
Hiruko!
A few feet away, Hirako had fallen on her backside in front of the operating table.
Hiruko, what are you doing here?
Her expression looked immensely pained, and in front of her was someone standing over her, holding a rumbling power saw.
Who are you?
They were wearing something that looked like a diving suit, their face hidden under their helmet.
Oh boy.
I immediately knew what was happening as they slowly approached Hirako. No, she's going to die. Now, I'm not sure it's the sponsor. I think the sponsor just got a hold of, like, those special suits. Somebody else has that one now, I think, is probably what's happening. But, who knows, maybe they are the sponsor and they start talking like that. I moved before I could even think. I ran toward this strange figure. Thud. I rammed the person holding the power saw with my entire body. They staggered for a moment, but quickly regained their footing. Stay down. I grabbed at them again, trying to get them to drop their weapon. They were holding on tight, leading to a tug-of-war between us. Let it go. Drop it. I couldn't move too dexterously while I was dodging the blade. And eventually, they backed me up near the window. No, they'll kill me. It's do or die. The moment we reversed positions, I grabbed them and tackled them as hard as I could. Whoa.
Through the window? Oh my
The
god.
glass of the window shattered explosively, and the two of us fell to the ground, still locked in a grapple. What happened? My chest ached as if it had been crushed. I couldn't breathe properly, but I still got myself on my feet and glanced around. They were right practically within arm's reach. They silently grabbed the power saw and began to draw closer to me. I need to run, or they'll kill me. I ran at full speed in the darkness. Who are they? Why are they doing this? I was clueless, drenched in horrible, uneasy sweat. Run, run, run! But where? If I run inside the school, someone else might get hurt. Glancing back at the shadowy figure closing in on me, all I could do was keep running. Eventually, I ended up at... Gasp, panicked. I finally stopped, my path blocked by the raging flames. Damn it, where do I run to? I turned to my heel and... The violently spinning blade of the power saw was slowly getting closer. I tried to back away, but the flames licked at my back. There's nowhere to run. They raised the power saw, staring at me like they were locking onto their target, and viciously swung it down. I'm going to die. The blade was coming right at me, so I... Oh my goodness.
Oh.
This is our decision, apparently. I was gonna say, it's been a little while if you haven't had one. Take action. Kick the attacker or dodge the attacker.
Pick them,
Kick them?
I guess. If it's a bad end, it'll be quick.
Yeah. I don't see how this could be the kind of choice that just makes two completely different routes, so... I feel like one is a bad route.
Stupid.
Keeping the attacker in sight, I adjusted my balance. I let my momentum carry me forward and kicked their legs as hard as I could.
How'd you like that?
The figure in the suit lurched and fell, the power saw clattering to the ground.
There!
I didn't waste any time. I grabbed the weapon and branched it in front of me.
Now it's my turn!
I raised the deadly spinning blades and brought them down at my attack. Only for them to
Yes.
dodge out of the way at the last second.
You won't get away!
No.
They were sprinting away in the opposite direction now. I tightened my grip on the power saw and ran after them. I couldn't afford to let them escape. If I took my eyes off them for even a second, they'd melt into the darkness and I'd be at their mercy.
I won't let that happen.
The power saw was weighing me down, though. I'd never catch up like this. There was only one thing to do. Whoever this person was, I had to stop them.
You need to kill
I
them.
tossed the power saw into a nearby bush and broke into a sprint. My chest was tight from how hard I was pushing myself. My legs were so tired they were practically numb. But I didn't stop. I couldn't give up now. I cleared my mind and ran. Little by little, I was catching up to my quarry. A few feet more, and I'd be right on top of them.
Huh? Where did they go?
Then I saw them. They were running toward the Academy's main entrance with a sense of definite purpose. That's not good. I put on a last desperate burst of speed, but it wasn't enough. They got ahead of me and made it through the doorway. Damn it, no! In the darkness, I hadn't noticed where they were going until it was too late. Now, thanks to my carelessness, the school's safety had been compromised. I have to hurry. I ran into the school, following the strange figure's footsteps. I haven't given up on catching them yet. The person in the black suit continued to run around the school. They moved confidently, almost like they already knew their way around. Just where are they going anyway? I was still having trouble closing the distance between us. Then they turned a corner and I lost sight of them. Where did they go? No one answered my question. The only sound in the lonely hallway was my own voice echoing. They can't have gone far. I need to keep this up or else they'll escape completely. I checked every hallway, every classroom, every locker I could find, but the mystery assailant wasn't in any of them. They probably used the cover of darkness to slip out of the school unnoticed. That, or they were still lying in wait somewhere. I continued my systematic search until I arrived at the boys' bathroom on the second floor. Also, you should probably check on Hiroko or whatever, too. The window was wide open, and there were muddy footprints all around it. They must have escaped through here. That's the only thing that makes sense. When the world was that? More importantly, is Hiroko okay? What about the others? I turned to leave and go check. But all of a sudden, I felt like the inside of my head was getting turned inside out, and then... Dang. Show the sky, because we got nothing. I blacked out abruptly and completely, as if a plug had been pulled somewhere in my mind. I hope Hiroko is okay, then.
Get prepared to be ready to get.
Back in my room. So either somebody brought me here or it was all a dream. My consciousness slowly but surely drifted back from the dark depths it had fallen into. I opened my eyes and found myself looking up at a familiar scene. It's my room. I remember now. Last night, Hiriko was attacked by someone in a weird suit in the biolab. Chased after the attacker, but I lost them, and then I blacked out. Wait a minute, if I passed out, how did I get back here? I don't remember a thing. Did someone carry me here? And come to think of it, Hiriko, is she okay? Did anyone else get attacked? I reflexively sprang out of bed, but then... Ow. The moment I tried to move, a sharp pain shot through my entire body. I guess I did push myself pretty hard last night. I even jumped out of a second-floor window. I don't think I broke any bones, but it still hurts. Looking in the mirror, I was covered in cuts and bruises. It was no wonder moving around hurt so much. Even so, I couldn't just stay put and recuperate. There were too many questions that needed answering. I fought through the pain and made my way to the cafeteria. Is everyone here?
Yep.
Arriving in the cafeteria, I did a quick head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13, and me makes 14. We're all here. Even Hiriko, the one I'd been the most worried about, looked fine. Seeing them all there, eating breakfast like nothing was wrong, I heaved a sigh of relief. Thank goodness, everyone's okay.
Hey!
Morning, Takumi. What's the matter? You look all out of breath. Wait, don't you guys know what happened last night? Didn't Hiriko tell you? Huh? Something happened last night? They really not know? How could they not have noticed all the running around and glass breaking? Moko, can you get everyone together for me when breakfast is over? You seem real serious about this. Alright, leave it to me. In the meantime, you should eat too. Try to relax a little, okay, hun? Sure, thank you. I left the rest to Moko and tried not to panic as I wolfed down some food. A little later, everyone gathered around a table at Moko's prompting. Is this going to take long? I think I'm heading for a sugar crash. That's what you get for putting a ton of chocolate and ice cream on top of your donburi. You wanted to talk to us about something, Takumi? Yeah, it's about last night. I got right into it, began explaining what happened. Something wasn't right. Hiriko's gone? Hey, where's Hiriko? Wasn't she here a moment ago?
Hey!
Oh yeah, she said she wasn't feeling well, so she went back to her room. Huh? Being around a disgusting tardigrade like me probably made her queasy.
What?
That could be a problem. Without her, I can't get off. Did you get bored of harassing Nozomi and found another girl to set your grubby little hands on? How many innocent maidens will you corrupt before you're satisfied? How indecent and yet how intriguing. I demand you tell me more.
What? Oh my god.
What are you guys talking about? Anyway, that's not the point. I'd prefer to have Hiriko around so that she can back up my story, but I can't exactly go and drag her back. There's nothing I can do about it. I'll just have to do the best I can on my own. Alright, it's a long story, but here goes. I recounted the events of the previous night, so far as my memory of them would allow. Naturally, I started with the strange figure who attacked Hiriko with a power saw. From there, I talked about how we both jumped out of the biolab window and me chasing the attacker after they lost their weapon, only for me to lose sight of them. The others listened in open-mouthed amazement. They probably didn't know whether to believe me or write the whole thing off as a fever dream. That just about covers it. I mean, you can just check the window and see if it's broken, right?
Yeah. Are you serious? All that really happened last night? Hold on. I need a minute to take this all in. My brain kind of short-circuited after you brought in the maniac with a power saw.
I don't get what's going on either. That's why I wanted Hiriko here, so she could fill us in.
Damn. How the hell did none of the rest of us realize what was going down?
The biolab's walls have surprisingly good soundproofing for some reason. You did a good job making it through this ordeal alive, Mr. Singh. Yeah, you're a total champ, Takumi. It's kind of scary, though. Just imagine what might have happened to Hiriko if you hadn't been there.
Even if this maniac had made mincemeat out of her, we could have just fed it into the revivomatic to bring her back.
Talk about her like she's a sausage filling. Besides, there's a limit to what the machine can do. What were you doing in the biolab at that hour, Takumi? How can you not remember? I can only assume you were drugged or sleepwalking. If you're not making all this up, then what, you think I'm the one who attacked Hiriko? I'm just speaking hypothetically. Honestly, I don't see how attacking your teammates would benefit you, so I'm not entertaining the idea too seriously. We won't be able to say anything for sure until we get Hiriko's side of the story.
Maybe it was some kind of shape-shifting enemy? I mean, there's no one else in the school apart from us.
Huh?
Oh god, what if they're in this timeline too?
Yeah, what if it is the shapeshifter and the reason they got in while we were away from the school and just, like, hid somewhere?
Yeah.
But, like, how'd they get in to do the message in the first place? Doesn't explain who did the message, unless that was just us, because we're possessed. But then that led to the other thing happening.
Confusion. Who knows?
Mysterious.
Nah, the alarm would have gone off if that was it. The invaders always show up in huge swarms, not one at a time.
Then does that mean the attacker was one of us?
No, that can't be.
But we've already been getting threats. What if even more freaky stuff starts happening after this? Just like that, the whole room seemed to frost over. Everybody looked uneasy. That's why you should have just went to Hiriko first and not told everybody.
Yep.
Hold on a minute, I didn't mean to make it sound like that.
But now the possibility's out there. You can't deny it. Not unless we all have solid alibis. Or if we can catch the real maniac.
So, there really is a traitor among us? There's always only one truth, which means, who was it exactly? This isn't good. At this rate, everyone's going to start getting paranoid. What can I say to calm them down? But before I could think of anything... Darmy, who'd been silent throughout the conversation, suddenly began to tremble all over.
It's happening! We're finally getting dragged into a killing game!
There's a murderer in our midst, a notorious serial killer. This is the kind of twist I've been waiting for. Just like a dam that suddenly burst, Darmy's deranged laughter filled the room. Serial killer hiding at a group of students? Only someone with a severely unsound mind would come up with something like that.
Yep.
Yeah. Threatening messages, serial killers, power saw maniacs. I can't take this. This is so cool. Let's go crazy and start killing each other. Maybe we should let Miss Amamiya handle the killer. You know, fight fire with fire. Or in this case, maniac with maniac. We need a sacrifice. I'll volunteer, but I might be so useless even the killer won't waste time on me.
So, we're just assuming all this stuff about a killer is true now? I can't keep up.
Guys, please, let's not get paranoid. But for now, if you have to walk around alone at night, be careful.
Might be a good idea to keep our infusers with us too. Then we'll be able to fight if the killer tries anything.
Except their suit is immune to it, so it will be bad, but yeah.
Right. I'm going to go see what I can do about fixing the biolab window. It'll be a good chance to investigate the scene too.
Thanks, sorry for the trouble. I'll go see how Hiriko's doing. I'll let you guys know if I find out anything new. Everyone nodded in agreement, and the meeting broke up. First of all, I need to talk to Hiriko. She said she's not feeling well, but hopefully it's nothing serious. Just as I'm about to leave the cafeteria. Darmy, you're still here? Seems like that diary was the real deal after all, huh? Don't worry, Takumi, I won't say a thing. It's our little secret. Yeah. Laughing creepily to herself, Darmy skipped out of the cafeteria. I hadn't mentioned that old diary to anyone either. Wasn't exactly a credible source, and didn't want to risk making everyone even more paranoid. Anyway, I really need to go talk to Hiriko. Pulled myself together and made my way to the dorm rooms on the roof.
Ding dong.
We already have a mystery route in the killing game route, so it can't be either of those things that's happening.
Yeah.
Fix my chair real quick. Okay. It broke it again. No, it's good. Okay. No good.
Broke?
No, it's on the bottom with where the legs are. There's like a little covering that just keeps coming off, and it annoys me.
Oh.
I rang Hiriko's doorbell, but there was no reply. It didn't sound like anyone was moving around inside. I was reaching toward the bell to ring again, but thought better. She's probably sleeping. I'd feel bad for disturbing her. After the events of last night, I was still pretty worried, but I decided to leave Hiroko be for now.
Ah.
I'll ask her later. I've still got plenty to do in the meantime. Reluctantly, I turned away and left to attend to other matters. I already knew where my next... Go on.
He should have at least like opened the door and
If it was
actually checked on her
openable, yeah.
because yeah.
But she might actually lock her door, who knows. Although Ado got into her room, so maybe she did. Anyway, I already knew where my next stop was going to be. This is where I chased the killer around last night. And at the time, it had been too dark for me to make out very much, but I had a general idea of where to go.
Huh?
It should be right around here. I began to rummage around in the grass and shrubs, searching for something I'd left behind last night. Oh, you threw away the parasol. It took me a while, but I eventually found it.
Ah.
Here it is. This is what I've been looking for, the parasol I'd taken from the killer and thrown into the bushes during our chase. I can't just leave this lying around here. I better put it somewhere safe. Hefting up the parasol, I carried it back to the school. Okay, it should be good here for now. The metal shop seemed like as good a hiding place as any. It was already full of guns and landmines and other lethal-looking objects. I set the parasol down in a corner of the room and stared at it for a moment. Up close, these blades looked even bigger and more deadly. I'm glad I didn't get hit. Whoever that had been brandishing this at me and Hiroko, they were definitely out to kill us. But why? What motive could they have possibly had? I should probably go over the whole incident again. I'll tell the others I've stashed the parasol in here next time we're all together. And then, that way the killer can find it again. Closing the metal shop door behind me, I left and went back to my room. Back in my room, I collapsed onto my bed, exhausted. Could at least go look at the window too or something. Looking at the clock, I realized half the day was already gone. I knew I ought to be using this downtime wisely to prepare for our next battle, but I just couldn't motivate myself to do any of that today. I still have 3 major mysteries to solve. The first was what had happened last night. What was I doing in the biolab with no memory of how I got there? Why was Hiroko being attacked? The second was the person in the strange black suit. I had no idea who they were, what they were doing here, or why. And the third... My gaze slowly traveled to my desk. And I looked at that strange diary again since putting it away. Couldn't be, could it? I got up from my bed, opened the desk drawer, and took out the old notebook. This thing still creeps me out. The kind of deranged person had written these illegible words and scribbled this picture of the killer. Looking at it gave me a weird, sickly feeling inside, like I was being drawn into the madness on the page. It was the signal that the killing was about to begin. And now we're all going to...
Die, 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 die,
Yeah, that. Darby's crazed words welled up in the back of my mind. Were any messages in this diary really connected somehow? I wanted to dismiss it all as a meaningless series of pranks. But I still had doubts I couldn't quite dismiss. Those seeds of suspicion were starting to grow, threatening to choke me from the inside. Day 18. Just flying through the days now, because we just keep sleeping. But we're not going to comas at least.
Prepare. Be ready to give.
Yeah.
Which, for being possessed, could be a bad thing, but nobody's dead yet. Confirmed. Anyway, I woke up to the usual morning announcement and slowly got out of bed. I didn't get a chance to talk to Hiroko yesterday. I'll have to track her down today at some point. Yeah, you told everybody you were going to check on her, and then you're like, whatever. But first, I should go to the cafeteria. I need to tell the others about the power cell. When I arrived, everyone was already there. Everyone except Hiroko. I waited and waited, but she didn't show. In the end, I told the rest of the team that I'd stashed the power saw in the metal shop for now and left. Ooh, I feel a little calmer. Say that again?
So you're gonna actually check on her, or...
Yeah, come on, man. I feel a little calmer. I needed a change of scenery and found myself visiting the leisure lab.
Huh?
There's no one here. That's too bad. I was in the mood to talk to someone. Wasn't really sure what to do, so I sat on a chair by the side of the pool and gazed at the water for a while. Suddenly, I got an unpleasant, twisty feeling in my stomach. Why am I so hungry? I just ate a few minutes ago. What's going on with my stomach? My appetite seems to come and go a lot. I reached out for a bottle of water in hopes of quelling my hunger pangs, and as I did... Oh, Yuriko. Surprised, troubled expression crossed her face. She must not have expected to find me here. I thought I'd finally get to talk to her, but as soon as she saw me, she turned around and began walking away. Hey, wait! I ran after Yuriko and grabbed her, wrapping a hand around one of her long, slender arms.
Let me go.
Sorry, but I can't right now. I need to talk to you here.
I have nothing to say to you.
Yuriko looked away, refusing to meet my eye. She was acting so strange, and I had no idea why. Are you feeling better? I heard you were sick yesterday. Anyway, I wanted to talk about a few nights ago, when you were attacked in the biolab. You remember that person with the power star, right? Where did they come from? What happened that night?
Can you let go of me now? You're gonna leave a mark.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I realized I'd been holding on to her really hard and let go. But I couldn't let her leave just yet. I shifted around and blocked her path to the door.
I've already told you. I have nothing to say to you. Stop wasting my time and move aside.
Why are you acting like this? Is there some reason you can't tell me?
Please, just leave me alone.
Huh? Yuriko, what are you? Before I could say anything else, Yuriko shoved me aside, knocking me off balance. Ow, ow, ow. I fell on my butt with a painful thud. That girl really didn't want to talk to me. Got to my feet to go after her, but she was already gone. Yuriko, why? No idea what was going on with her. Give a girl a snake and then she doesn't like you anymore. Did she tell me what happened?
It was...
Why was she avoiding me all of a sudden?
Yeah, you gave her a snake. She got really angry at you and... Yeah.
But she said she liked the snake. I didn't know, but one thing was clear. Yuriko was hiding something. I can't just give up. I need to find out the truth. I couldn't get anything out of Yuriko the way she was now, but there were plenty of other stuff I could investigate. I decided to clear my mind by looking around somewhere else.
Maybe she's the imposter. Because
Yeah.
Moko was feeling like really
Yeah.
down for a while too. And
But
dodging
it would have to be
everyone.
after I gave her the snake in the shoes, because they wouldn't let me give gifts to the imposter and get math skills out of it, right? So,
So after they attacked, they ran away. I'm guessing Hideko got switched out with the imposter.
Or maybe the other person was a good guy trying to kill the imposter, since they already switched. I don't know. Things are confusing. Use your free time to prepare. Well, something tells me I can't make more gifts for Yuriko. Like, let me see what it lets me
really
make.
want to.
Wait, Subasa's no longer making her bombs, so we can make stuff with her now. Right?
Yeah.
Gave her everything except... Okay, didn't we give her it? But the camera is not here. No, you were gonna make the camera... Wait. Then we were gonna make the camera, but then it didn't let us because she wasn't seeing me. So now we can make her a camera, right?
Yeah.
Walk past Isomi to make stuff right. Tsubasa. So what was that mask? Makeup brushes. Oh, I see. Full face paint. Survival knife. Reverse blade sword. A sword with the blade on backwards, used by a legendary pacifist. Doesn't cut, but is a dangerous blunt weapon. Well, you can cut, you just cut with the other side. That's from an anime, I don't remember the name. Well, like, he's a pacifist, so he has a sword that's blunt on the front side and sharp on the other side. But if he's a pacifist, why doesn't he just have it blunt all around? I don't know.
It's pretty weird.
Wedding dresses and tuxedos. Ooh, and swimsuits. Risk risque bikini, staff, briefs, girls' underwear, leopard print undies, Shiba dog plushie, snake plushie, replica class armor. I'm just looking for those cameras that I know we've seen before, but I forgot where they were. There they are, she wanted to film one. Now I can give it to her, just to check Hiriko is not here. Yeah. There you go, Tsubasa.
Why do I get the feeling we're gonna invest everything we can into her?
You have no idea how happy you just made me!
Kiriko, I mean. I just have a hunch.
Affinity went up by 5. 3 times. Okay, now we've made her every single thing we can, so we'd have to just like give her new stuff. Random stuff. Give her the same stuff. Make her more fast food.
Good.
Let's do it just to see what happens. Like, does she still get the full 5 or whatever? Because from random things she gets 3. People get 3. So it was food of some sort. It wasn't cheap. It was it? I don't know.
Candy.
Handy, yes. Okay, have this again. Does it still give a full 5?
Is this for me? Wow! You have no idea how happy you just made me!
Finny went up by 5. Okay, next bond.
I have a lot of friends, but it's been a little tiring talking to them lately. I don't want to sound like an old woman, but all they talk about is anime, pop idols, and fashion. I try to keep up with the latest trends, but I always end up tinkering with some machine instead. Hours fly by without me noticing, and nothing else goes into my head. But I still love hanging out with my friends. So, I guess I'll have to try not to stand out too much. I'm not forcing myself to fit in, okay? My friends understand that's just who I am. I tend to get tongue-tied in front of new people, though. The other day, I was dragged along to a mixer and ruined the mood because I could barely hold a conversation with anyone. I've still got a ways to go before I can even think about dating, huh?
Bond with Tsubasa Kwana is stronger.
No, all you have to do is slit a guy's throat.
Head ease, soldiers.
Yeah.
You never know. Well
Then
then.
you'll get a boyfriend that will love you forever. Slay
Right.
their enemies. That's why you need to do slay their enemies for them. You're in. Check. Bond level 3. There's 2 more. We just need to spam fast food at her.
Yeah, just take gallons of it.
Because honestly, that's probably the thing you would want the most. Everything else here is like, you get 1 and then you got it right. Except maybe the hand cream. It's more fast food. And we'll just do it until we're maxed with her. Nozomi would be another good option so that we can... It was Nozomi's math. Yeah, I forgot to check to boost Nozomi. Forgot about doing that. Oh well.
Yeah.
I didn't get to talk to Hiriko today either. There's still so much I don't know about that girl. I never really got to know her the first time around. Hopefully this time she'll open up to me and we'll make it through this lie. No, not just hopefully. I'll definitely make that happen. Day 19. It would also have to be after the battle, right? Because she was in the battle.
Fan Adam troops! Wait.
Like if there was a
I've unlocked
switch.
some new the VR. Be sure to...
Well, no. Because they could have also just faked Takumi out and
like, took advantage of the time where you just passed the hell out?
No, I mean, the actual battle we did where we defeated the commander. Hiroko was there, and she was, like, fighting and stuff, so that wasn't a fake Hiroko then. That's what I was...
Yeah.
I don't know if that changes
no,
the time
right.
frame of her being replaced or not, but it'd have to be after that, if it did happen.
Yeah.
The
I think
obnoxious...
the real Hiroko...
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. I think the real Hiroko was there whenever we were in the biolab. She got knocked over. She was about to die.
Yeah.
And I think she was killed and her body was taken after the fact. After Takumi passed out.
Well,
So,
we
that's...
failed in our mission. Did one job.
Yep.
An obnoxious morning announcement played, just like it always did. Knowing that the person who'd reported those announcements was gone now made it feel a little uncanny, though. What's the idea of making the 19th a milestone day anyway? All that good round number stuff made no sense. Wait, didn't I say that last time too? Shaking off the haze that lingered around my thoughts, I got out of bed. Speaking of the library, I've got some business there today. But first, I'd better have breakfast. Time to go to the cafeteria. So everyone... I stepped to the cafeteria and grabbed some food. For a second, my eyes met Hiroko's from across the room.
Huh?
Oh. There was a moment of silence, and then she turned away. She refused to even look in my direction after that. Sheesh, guess she's still avoiding. Sighing inwardly, I turned my attention back to my food. When I was done, I made my way to the library.
Huh?
I think Darami found it somewhere around here. I stood in front of the library stacks, thinking back to the day Darami and I found the strange diary. Still don't completely buy that it has anything to do with what's going on here. It's worth taking another look at what was here. There might be some kind of clue. Right now, I needed all the information I could get. I ran a finger along the spines of the books, then began pulling them out one by one. My movements got faster, more frantic. I kept going until I'd emptied the entire shelf. How long did I spend doing that? I completely lost track of time in my desperate search. But eventually I found something that made me stop and take notice. Oh, what's this? I lifted up a beaten-up old volume with a hardcover. It had caught my attention for a simple reason. There wasn't any writing on it. Front cover, back cover, and spine were all completely blank. I looked in the back to see if there was any publication info there, but the last few pages had rotted and crumbled away.
Huh?
Must be really old. I gently opened it to the title page to be greeted by the only text I'd seen so far. The history of the school? Interesting. Give me 1 second. Okay. The letters were faded and old-fashioned, but I could still read them okay. Come to think of it, aside from the basics, I actually knew remarkably little about this academy. With both Sarai and Nico gone, there wasn't anybody I could ask about. It's not something I've ever thought about very much, but this isn't exactly a run-of-the-mill school. I turned the pages, getting a whiff of the musty paper smell that only really old books develop. There was no publication date anywhere, so I had no way of knowing how old it was exactly. I flicked through the pages at random until... I caught a glimpse of some troubling text. Did I see that right? I went back to the page in question, and sure enough, there it was. Notes on the serial murder incidents. My heart skipped a beat. You're still there, by the way, right?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okie dokie. Let me take a drink.
Maya's panic has set in.
Just mildly. A trail of cold sweat ran down my back as I began to read the passage. It detailed a series of ghastly murders that took place at the academy sometime in the past. They started suddenly one day, without any warning. A mysterious figure appeared in the school and started picking off students one after another. Clad in a strange black suit, the killer used bladed weapons like saws and hatchets to massacre their victims. Some students rallied together to try and fight back, but they were all mercilessly cut down. The next day, the academy was sealed off from the outside world. The students prepared to mourn the friends they had lost. But then, the killer came back. Once again, they mowed down student after student, bathing the school in blood. cries of pain, fear, and hatred echoed throughout the grounds as the students' short lives came to an abrupt, violent end. Then, just like before, the killer disappeared without a trace. No one knew how they got in to begin with, although some thought they may have passed themselves off as one of the surviving students. No one ever got a definitive answer, and the nightmare still wasn't over. Again and again, the killer would appear seemingly out of nowhere, slaughter a handful of students, then disappear again. Naturally, there were attempts to fight back, but none of them achieved anything. It was as if they were dealing with an unkillable demon. Even now, the killer still stalks these halls, awaiting the time for another massacre. Unkillable demon. This has got to be made up, right? Just doesn't sound realistic. Although, I guess it's not the craziest thing in the world. Hey, we're basically immortal too. It's not that weird. I found myself thinking back to the strange diary again.
Hint, hint.
Hint,
It's
hint.
Ato, hint, hint.
It's always Ato. Ato is behind every plotline.
Yep.
I found myself thinking back to the strange diary. Could it have been written by one of the students who survived these attacks? So, like, was this a school before it got converted into this defense academy thing? Or, like, are these just random books that were put here by somebody?
No.
The information in the old book and the diary matched up a little too well for it to be coincidence. The part about the killer still hiding out somewhere in the school, that couldn't be true, could it? Could they have been the one who wrote the threatening message that started all this? No, wait, I shouldn't jump to conclusions. Let's see if there's anything else. I took a deep breath and went back to reading the school history. For the next few hours, I immersed myself in urban legends and reports of other strange incidents that had supposedly occurred in years long past. Alright, I think that should do it. I closed the cover with a sigh, having skimmed through most of what the book had to offer. It covered a wide variety of topics, but it all sounded like things made up for fun rather than describing events that actually happened. The stuff about the serial killer is the only part that feels like it might be important. I don't know if it has anything to do with the power saw maniac I saw, but it's worth thinking about. I'll take this book with me for now. If Darami finds it, it'll only fuel her morbid fantasies. It's already dark out. I spent the better part of the day reading. I tucked the book under my shirt, left the library, and headed back to my room.
You never will then.
You never know. Phew, another day's flown by. There was an enemy attack today. There's bound to be another one soon.
Huh?
And then we'll have more evidence whether the Hiriko is real or not. So if she doesn't fight, then it's mighty sus.
Right.
I need to be ready. I should focus on training tomorrow. I'd like to look into the murders that book talked about, too. And I still haven't got a straight answer out of Hiriko.
Hey!
Eric, there's so much to deal with, I don't even know where to start. I think I'll just sleep on it. Maybe things will be more clear in the morning. I let out a long, hard yawn and switched off the lights. So ended my 19th day at Last Defense Academy. Day 20, 1/5 of the way through.
Get ready, prepare, be ready to get.
Morning again. I actually got a decent night's sleep for once. Now, what should I do today? Should I prepare for our next battle, or... Actually, I'd better get some breakfast before I make any decisions. He says, and then it's free time. Okay. We were going to... go upgrade... Zomi, probably.
Yep.
Our Airblade needs more linguistics, so I need to give stuff to Shoma. Don't want to.
I agree.
Never is in any battles anyway. He might be in some again soon, in which case it'd be okay, but whatever. Miss Zomi, I want your rescue bullet maxed. Oh, it recovers 4 HP now.
Oh.
Heck yeah.
That seems like everything.
If I got the bullet to 3, would that help? Meh. And that buffs everybody in range. That's attack +1, move +5 to allies. Just like a mini thing that Tsubasa can do. I don't think it's really necessarily though. Doom, doom, doom.
What about Kako? Yeah, we haven't done anything for her.
Right. Let's upgrade at least until it starts needing materials. No, needs materials early. Okay, level 3 and level 2. Already up. Here's upgrade. Guess I didn't upgrade either of them at all.
Yep.
At least get a little bit more voltage and movement and stuff out of it. He has high movement, so more movement is okay. Guess I've never upgraded him either. We're just gonna upgrade a lot of people now.
Let's see.
I could even upgrade him if I wanted to.
I mean,
Let's not make him strong.
yeah.
So can we upgrade? I could get this one maxed, +1 attack, so it's 2 by default. I'm gonna upgrade her even if she may be evil or something now, who knows? Okay, we need even more math, and then she can get the final of that, and then she'll be complete.
Complete her before Takumi.
Could happen.
Takamaru hasn't been upgraded much either.
Oh my goodness. We've been neglecting a lot of people.
We really have. We also didn't have a lot of materials up until the point where we could actually.
Well, the other
upgrade stuff.
timelines we were in didn't even give us any free time, so like, everything was
Yeah.
extremely limited. Guess I could boost his punch. Here, it does punch things. There we pass. And if it's just boosting random stuff. Oh, that's it. Well, you're not boosting much. Don't really do the whole turret game much, because I just, like, explode all the enemies, so having, like, defensive fortifications isn't really necessary.
Right.
But let's boost it anyways. Eventually be useful. Okay. Your stuff's already good. Boosted your stuff.
Look, we haven't done anything.
Other than give her her third attack. I at least did that, but let's at least get these up so that they can get the little movement boosts, voltage gains they need.
Yeah.
Okay. Now our resources getting a little low again, so we might cool off. Want to go get more resources again?
I'd say let's actually be gifting to like Nozomi.
Okay, I will find out what Sony likes Nozomi. Kaleidoscopes, astronomical telescope, planisphere, silicon-free shampoo, a flower box, hairband, chocolate, and basic journal.
At first, it was sounding a lot like Kaito.
Yeah, with all the space stuff.
Yeah.
So let me see. Let me know. Basic journal was one of them, right?
I think.
Yeah, she likes it. A plain-looking journal, designed with spaces for text, photos, other fun things. Here you go.
Wow! I can have this? Thank you. I'll cherish it forever and ever.
Calculation went up by 20. Went up by 5. Okay. Who should we give the next gift to? Her again?
How good are we on math? How much do we need?
We need calculation. We need 5 to max out Eriko for doing that, so we need a lot more calculation.
Yeah, so keep giving stuff to Nozomi, I guess.
Okay, at least until we max get to 5. Do we have anything at 5? No, it'll be our first 5. And we might do show must, we can boost ourselves, but...
Math being the highest stat couldn't be me.
Let's check. I don't know why I like checking for the bottom results. Let's see what was some of this stuff she made. Chocolate. We can't make chocolate. We need to find that the stuff.
Cacao.
Yeah. Although it doesn't list that on this thing, so that's interesting. Next gen console, that's the thing that probably Gakko wants.
Right.
She likes flowers. Flower box is one of them. A box filled with beautiful flowers can be used as they are, no vase required. Give me that math.
Wow! I can have this? Thank you. I'll cherish it forever and ever.
Calculation went up by 20. How much did the math go up? Okay, so maybe one more will do it?
Yep, one more.
Heavy sold. You never know when. Well then.
Unless we're like a
And then we
cup,
can
like
max out
1.08. Yeah. Anyway, another day's gone. Today went by in a flash. I better hit the sack before I start feeling hungry again. I wasn't all that tired, but I got into bed anyway and forced myself to go to sleep.
Okay, so we would have maxed out Yuriko, and I think Takami's Side Smash too. So you need the math for it, I think.
Burn out! Get ready, prepare, be ready to get.
Max out his what is the big air slash one. I think that needed
Oh,
more
air
of the
slash.
stuff from Shoma, actually. But Shoma only gives us like 10 each, so
Oh.
I'd rather just max out the math first. And we can always just give stuff to Tsubasa until we can max out her likeness if we want to.
Right.
I got to the cafeteria and glanced around. Sure enough, Hiriko wasn't there. What's your problem? At this rate, I'll never get to talk to her about that night. And I can't give up. I'll ask her again today. I have to try.
Hey!
Morning, Takumi. I was just taking my tray to a table when Moko called out to me, chipper as ever. I turned around and saw that Nozomi was with her. Hey, you two, you're up and at it early today, huh?
Good morning, Takami. Want to eat with us?
Sure, thanks. took a seat opposite the girls. Moko stared at me intently, like she had something to say but didn't know how to bring it up. Is there something on my face? And no, of course, I was just checking out your breakfast, that's all. Got a real good balance of macronutrients there. You can have some of my protein powder if you want a little extra, though. I'm good, thanks. How about drinks? You want to chug some raw eggs, maybe? No, that's fine. I'm fine. Party pooper. Well, it's your loss. Something's up with Moko. What does she really want to talk to me about? Maybe she's waiting for me to make the first move, but I'll look like a total creep if I'm wrong.
Come on, Moko. Let's just come right out and ask him.
I was getting to it. Stuff like this calls for a delicate approach. For all we know, Hiriko's maidenly virtue could be at stake here. What about Hiriko? Whoops, there I go again. Somebody call a plumber. We've got a leak.
I'm sorry, Takumi. I really hope you don't take this the wrong way. But Moko and I have been talking, and we both think you and Hiriko have been acting a little strange lately.
Right, I should have known this was coming.
We didn't want to pry, but it's been going on for a while, so...
No.
Sorry, hun. We just didn't know how to bring it up. Don't apologize. It's my fault for making you worry. Your concern was understandable. Things had been awkward between me and Hiriko ever since the incident. But what was I supposed to say? I had no idea why she was avoiding me. Well, some stuff happened, but I'm really not sure how to explain. I struggled to find the right words, but Nozomi didn't press me.
It's okay if you don't want to talk about it right now. Just know that when you're ready, we'll be here for you.
Huh? Oh, right, thanks. My breath caught in my throat. For just a moment, it felt like I was talking to Katawa again. I'll see what I can do to soften up Hiriko, too. I know she's the type who likes to be on her own. She's still a poor, vulnerable maiden at heart. Even rabbits can die of loneliness. You boys have to show some sensitivity.
What does that have to do with it?
I get the feeling this conversation's drifting away from its original topic. I don't have the energy to get it back on course, though. I'll just smile and nod until it's over. After finishing breakfast, I said goodbye to Moko and Nozomi and went back to my room. And then he gave people presents. Okay, what should I do today? The idea of this mystery killer still worries me, but the whole thing's kind of sketchy. The invaders are a much more definite threat. Definite threat. I need to be ready for the next time they attack. Yep. I should talk to Hiriko today. And then he's like, nah, just give people presents.
Yeah, you know.
Check. Here. I'm gonna do one more Nozomi thing.
And the rest in Tsubasa.
Yeah. Need to find the
Oh yeah, weren't we gonna level up Tsubasa, actually?
more than she is.
Yeah.
Let's get the math max so close.
Okay.
And then the next time we can... Then we'll look at that. So I've already used this stuff. Let's find anything she likes. We need stardust to make a kaleidoscope. So we can't use that. Sturdy rubber balloons. Oh yeah, those. Fashionable sick pouch. Sewing kit. Kit. Astronomical telescope needs a lot, so we can't make that. Planisphere, though, tells you where you can find the constellations. They're split into color categories for some reason. Okay. Here you go. She'll like that.
Like that, we will have more math.
Wow! I can have this? Thank you. I'll cherish it forever and ever.
Calculation went up by 12. Didn't went up by 5. Math is now maxed. And we got a bond level there.
Sorry for bringing this up all of a sudden, but
Pose.
do you like rolled eggs, Takumi? I've loved them ever since I was little, and I'll always go for them when I can. We can make them using the machine in the cafeteria, but they taste a little different from what I'm used to. There was a lady in my neighborhood who would care for me when my own mom wasn't around. I just loved the rolled eggs she made. Oh, how I wish I could have some now. Let's fight hard so we can eat the rolled eggs she makes together someday, Takumi.
Bond with Nozomi Kirafuji is stronger now. Okay, math is maxed. To either the garage or the place. We go to the garage, then she makes the happy noise after we're done, so we're going here first.
Yep.
Now, I need 15k of the red things, so we don't have enough anymore. Spent them all.
We can do virtual training for that, too.
That is true, or we could just continue the plot and skip battles. We'll eventually get the max her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably just do that. So lazy. The battles. Especially since the battles don't have bosses in there, right? It's just kill enemies, which means we can't just, like, skip it by killing the boss, like, in one turn. You have to actually, like, kill everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They're not who I'm here for. We came here for bosses.
Right. Accelerate and decelerate.
So if I could get deadlights to the max, then I think I brought this up with you once, that she'd actually be pretty capable of killing things. Worst case scenario. So that too.
Well, if you want to, we can.
But how much does it take for the final?
A lot.
A lot of reds. Not doing that. Which one do you accelerate or decelerate? Which one do you think would be better to go for?
Well, I want to go for both if we can.
Okay, that one now needs also 9,000. And this one needs 9,000. Okay, and I don't think any of this would really help her much.
Nope.
Although allows use of intercept in battle, attack all enemies in range at start of player turn. Okay, so it's something we have to set up. But that's basically so that, like, if the enemies aren't in range yet, the turn before, we just, like, set that up, and then when they walk into range, they get shot as they enter. Which probably wouldn't be very strong with her, but with someone else it might be really good. But
Right.
okay. Now we're really out of material, but we can't leave, probably, because we already did one gift.
Yeah.
So I want to just give a gift to Tsubasa or somebody, and then just
Now we just keep making
either
gifts.
Tsubasa or Shoma. Which would you want?
Tsubasa.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go make her another hamburger.
Because, I mean, like, it's gonna take a while to get everything you'd need for Shoma to, like, level up your stats, so, like...
And we won't have the red stuff to upgrade anyway.
Yeah.
Fast food. Here you go.
Is this for me? Wow! You have no idea how happy you just made me!
Infinity went up by 5. And max it out so that we can... I don't know what it gets us, but
You never know. Well
maybe it
then.
affects nothing and it's just bonus seeds, but I want them. If
A
that's...
Tsubasa wallpaper.
Yeah! That would be cool. Today was pretty uneventful. That's not to say I don't have any problems. Hiriko, the killer, the invaders, there's still a lot I need to deal with. But of all of them, Hiriko's probably the most urgent. If I don't patch things up with her soon, everyone else is going to worry. Alright, tomorrow for sure, I'll... What?
Are you kidding me?
The alarm? The enemy's attacking now?
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! On off defense mode and...
the same scene, but at night again.
You see this, like,
Imagine if
5
the enemy
times each-
formation actually was like that, though. It just had a whole army of grizzlies, and then we can just, like, kill them all in one and get, like, so much AP.
Yeah, you
Oh,
could.
I better get going. I become too powerful. It's out of bed before the first echoes of the alarm had faded. We can do this. I won't let anybody die this time. Taking the briefest of moments to psych myself up, I rushed out the door and made my way to the water. Everyone here still?
A night attack? Seriously? Don't these bastards ever sleep?
There's a lot more of them than last time, too. They're really going all out.
Huh?
So, boss, you think maybe that bomb of yours could take them out?
Sorry. It's taking a while to put it all together. There's no way it'll be ready for this battle.
For real? We've got to fight all these enemies by ourselves? Don't worry, I'll fight too. Really, Kako? Where's this coming from? She's made a point of staying out of our battles until now. Not to mention how overprotective Ima is. Can't just stand on the sidelines and let you all protect me. I've been training hard so I can handle myself out there. Please, just let me join. I'd be happy to have you with us, but are you sure about this? There's nothing I can do when she gets like this. I tried to persuade her to reconsider, but it didn't work. She even threatened to sever our sibling bond. The idea was so distressing I passed out on the spot. The point is, I'm fighting and there's nothing you can do about it. Don't interfere, brother dears. I've been training too, by the way. Push comes to shove, I'll jump in and protect my dear sister. I'll fight too. I'm sorry about before. You too, Shoma?
You don't gotta worry about this guy. I've trained him up so much he won't embarrass. Train him up so he won't embarrass himself. Wow.
That's right. I've gone from being mold on a bathroom floor to mold on a toilet seat. It's a huge upgrade. Nice to see you guys finally showing some back. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's unproductive parasites. Well, they did take care of the school back when that threatening message forced us to leave. But with this intruder on the loose, it might actually be more dangerous for them to hang back while the rest of us go and fight. That's a good point. You coming too, Darmy? I don't know, I'd love to show up as a mutilated corpse waiting for you when you get back. That's such a classic killing game opening. But I guess it could be fun to go wild and massacre a bunch of enemies too. Alright, I'm in.
That's the spirit.
Now that's decided. We shouldn't waste any more time. We'll be mobilizing all team members for this battle. Team leader, give the order.
Right. It's been so long since Hiroko spoke to me, she caught me off guard. This is no time to get flustered, though. I need to focus on the battle.
What's the deal anyway? I don't get it.
I don't know what's going on. Now, what boss is this? Is this gonna be Mist? Is the Mist coming first?
Oh, bother.
Oh, we'll just skip it. This. Don't worry.
Yeah. If we can't skip it, that's just a telltale sign that there's something new here.
Right. Other enemies, barrier generator. Well, let's just skip it,
Yep.
so... Skip. Wave 1 end. Here's the Mist. So we're gonna capture
Good thing
another
we skipped it.
another pet girl.
Yep.
What gives? I can't see the enemy in this. We're sitting ducks out here.
Sir Takumi, how are we to deal with this mist?
We'll do the same thing we did in my future.
Kako, make your way outside the mist and snipe the enemy from a distance. Ima, you'll have to cover her. Both of you. Hurry.
So, I just protect my dear sister from any harm that comes her way? Now that I can do.
Okay.
Phew. Thanks for that, Hiruko.
Don't waste time talking. Concentrate on the battle.
Saw the boss for a split second. And then... It's over. Yes, achieve.
Takumi, this commander, is she?
Yeah. She's the one we took prisoner in my future.
I'm here this time. I won't allow that kind of worthless sentiment.
Huh? But... We'll talk about this later. We have to defeat her first.
No, don't kill her, please.
Here we go.
Squad 6 Commander.
Eva.
Yeah, the paragon of nature. I guess mist coming out of machines is natural. Yes.
Who knows? You win.
Wave 3 end.
Yeah, we won. Now we just have to finish off the commander.
Shouldn't be too hard. She's basically on her way out already.
You look down at the defeated commander.
Please, don't kill me.
Huh? Did she just say something?
My name is Ava, the paragon of nature. I beg of you, please, spare my life. I surrender. I'll come quietly, so just let me live. I don't want to die.
Terrified invader raised a trembling hand and brought it to her mask. Then she removed it to reveal what was underneath.
Here it is again.
This is the commander's true face? She's no different from us.
It's just like you said, Takumi. You'd almost think she was human.
She looks roughly the same age as us as well. This certainly isn't what I expected to be concealed under that mask.
Speaking of masks, didn't you say something about that too, Takumi? Don't the commanders consider removing their masks a sign of surrender?
Yeah, that and a way of showing respect to your opponents.
And it's one of their religious teachings they never go against, right?
That's if what Takumi told us is true, anyway.
Oh! Do we gotta find out who's lying now? Who should we string up first?
Her taking off her mask makes no difference. Hurry up and kill her.
What?
But doesn't that seem a little cruel?
Not as cruel as attacking at night and trying to kill us in our beds.
She's also the reason Ima had to get turned into Sirei, right? Personally, I think that operation sounds like an interesting challenge. How about you, Ima?
Good question. It's a tough choice, all right.
What's so tough about it? She caused you so much suffering in the future. She's just going to betray us again this time. There's no point sparing an enemy if it means losing an ally later. I'm with Kako on this one. Besides, people who hide their true faces should never be trusted.
That's not very
really?
convincing
What do we
you,
think for her to
Miss
say?
Osuzuki.
If we're gonna kill her anyway, can't I keep her as a research subject? I'd love to see what invaders' bodies are like on the inside.
Wait, please. I don't know anything about this previous timeline you're talking about, but I would never defy God's teachings. I've lost the battle. I surrender. You can do what you want with me, but please, don't kill me.
Commanders, please, we're getting more and more desperate.
Takumi, please. I really think we should spare her. We can't kill someone who's this afraid to die. Can we? Well, Mr. Sumino, what's it to be?
Takumi, brother dearest, stand aside. If you won't kill her, I'll do it myself. I need to get stronger, and this is the fastest way to do that.
Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please, don't kill me.
Takumi, can't you do something? We've already won the battle. Can't we just let her live?
What do you think, Takumi?
Anger, sadness, pity, desperation, fear. Everywhere I looked, somebody looked back at me with a different expression. They're all waiting for me to make the call. It wasn't an easy decision, but I knew what I had to do.
We're not going to kill her. Let's take her prisoner like before.
Even in the darkest of timelines, Takumi still does not kill her.
Goodness.
What? Have you lost your feeble excuse for a mind?
Why kill Ado but let this invader live? If you're gonna make these big decisions, can't you be a little more consistent?
I didn't want to kill Ato, but I had to to keep everyone safe. Anyway, we'll learn from the mistakes we made in my future and keep security on our prisoner extra tight.
But she could still escape or turn on us some other way.
Our team leader has made his decision. We have to abide by it. And since we can understand the invader's language now, it could provide a tactical advantage too. If we take this commander prisoner, we can interrogate her and potentially learn something that will help us out later.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not just going soft here. You've got to believe me.
I suppose that makes sense. What do you think, Lady Kako?
If there's a proper reason for it, I guess that's okay.
I expected Hirako to be so supportive, but thanks to her, the mood was starting to change. Everyone was still clearly conflicted, but they were starting to come around to the idea I proposed.
I'm in favor of taking the commander prisoner.
Same here! So what if she escaped into Kumi's future? We just gotta make sure that doesn't happen this time.
Fine. If you're all going to insist, I guess I'll go along with it.
I think we should spare her too. I'll help take care of her and everything.
If we need to torture her at any point, can you let me do it? What kind of screams do invaders make? Just imagining it is giving me goosebumps.
Ugh! Sir Yugamu, tell your little Yugamu to calm down.
Forget the commander. Someone put this guy in a cage.
Sounds like the matter's decided. The rest is up to you, team leader.
First things first, let's get her into a cage. We'll use a sturdier lock than we did in my timeline too.
We just had sturdier locks that we didn't decide to use for some reason.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Well, I don't think that's the case. I think they're gonna make sturdier locks.
Okay.
I'd never forgive myself if I died here. No matter what, I need to make it home one day.
We summoned the drones to take the prisoner away and locked her up in the courtyard. You can just make the drones do that? We were all exhausted from our late night battle. We staggered back to our rooms afterwards for some well-earned rest. Battle result. Took 3 turns, we took literally no damage. Oh my.
So much BP. For free.
So it's a waste to do the simulations. We can just let that happen.
Yeah.
How long is this episode? An hour and 17. You want to split here or risk trying to get to the next day and stopping in the morning? So, now?
And
everyone, if you enjoyed this, then liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing are all appreciated. The most important thing, though, that thou must absolutely do is have a nice day.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.